A 000 stock has just signed a letter of intent to acquire a 40 million revenue producing solar energy company, and the CEO says he is pushing hard to close this deal by the end of the month. So in just about 3 weeks, this deal could be finalized. I am also going over a massive reverse merger, a company that is about to have a change in control. This company is up around 1000% since I last called it. This is a play that has literally ran from 1 cent all the way up to around 12 cents just off of speculation of the merger. So imagine what could happen when it actually comes out. This is very big, guys. I'm also going over a few other penny stock plays that are extremely undervalued, that are seeking aggressive acquisition growth, and they are doing this very fast. Now we're going to talk about a stock that has literally 10x since I have covered it. I covered this stock on October 9, 2022, 1 month ago. I actually covered this stock when it was trading just over 1 cent, and now you can see that it is trading over 11 cents. So I'm hoping you guys did bank on that play with me. Make sure you like the video because I am calling some pretty good plays. Ticker symbol CGRA, trading at 0.016. They have a reverse merger coming out very soon. They have $20 million in assets that are on 3,000 plus acres. This stock is up 40% in the past week. They do have a very good share structure, and considering that they have all these different assets, this could be a very big reverse merger. I'm really excited to see who it is and which company it is. So this is definitely something you want to watch. But if you honestly just look at the future catalysts coming for this company, and you look at the total assets of this company, and you compare it to a $7 million market cap, this stock is already undervalued based off that alone. So this stock is literally up over or just around 1000% just off of speculation. And as you can see right here on the company's Twitter, they said all is good and wrapping up. So there should be an announcement for this change of control and merger very soon. And then back on December 5th, they said we're looking forward to providing further guidance. Seems like banking and legal have never happened as quickly as one might like. And then on November 29th, they said final SPA executed, change of control expected this week. What it really comes down to is the merger going to be over or underhyped? Because if it's underhyped, obviously when it comes out, the stock price, we could see a dip, but there is a lot of speculation that this is going to be a massive merger and change of control. So if that is true, we could see the price to continue to go up and be in an uptrend. So we just have to watch this stock very closely because it looks like they are about to have a big announcement any day, possibly this week or next week. So one thing about CGRA is that their authorized shares are pretty much capped out. Therefore, they cannot dilute any shares until they raise that. So there shouldn't be any dilution for a long time. So this is actually really good to see. And their share structure isn't that bad. So if they get a massive merger, this one could go crazy because, you know, the share structure is still pretty good. Now we have ticker HVCW trading at 0.0008, up 33% today. This one has actually been going up like crazy. This stock has been running ever since yesterday when the CEO put out a LOI that he is intending on buying and acquiring a 40 million annual revenue producing solar energy company. And this one has been on a big run ever since that happened. Even though they do have a bad share structure, we're going to get into that, but they are working on actively getting their OTC current status back. And they say additional information is being provided regarding their shell status. So it looks like they are actually trying to take care of these. And if that does happen, this one could have an even bigger run because this one has a very big acquisition that is supposed to be finalized by the end of the month. HVCW is doing everything that they can to add shareholder value and not do ARS. We don't believe doing ARS helps anyone, most importantly the shareholders. My day is about shareholder value first. Doing ARS does not help that. Adding sales, profit, and new markets does. So he does not want to do a reverse split, even though they have 25 billion authorized shares with 7.7 billion outstanding shares. This is one that I would stay away from just because of the shell risk, the share structure, and the yield sign, but you could potentially still make a lot of money on this company. I just choose to stay away from stuff like this. You can see right here, they just signed a letter of intent to acquire a solar energy in Texas with total annual sales of 40 million each year. So guys, they say this is not done yet. Obviously, it is just a LOI, but he's pushing hard to close by the end of the year. So within 3 weeks, or just over 3 weeks. And this is just a letter of intent, not a binding letter, and it's just a LOI. So this may not even happen, but this stock is definitely on a big run. And he said they are working hard as to add as much tech as possible. He feels confident they will achieve 5,000 installs in 2023. Better to do it now so that we are ready when spring hits. Thank you for the support. We are planting our harvest. So guys, this company, ticker HVCW, is Harrison and Vickers Waterman Inc. through its operating subsidiary Pacific Energy Network LLC. Modern Pro Solutions Construction provides comprehensive home services programs to assist homeowners with lowering their energy bill. So they're in the solar energy sector and more, so that's good to see, but they do not have any debt really that you have to worry about. The only thing I'm worried about is their share structure, obviously the yield sign and the shell risk. But either way, guys, this one has some very big acquisitions in their pipeline that could finalize and be huge and massive for this company. Also, we would like to see the pink status updated and the shell risk removed. So that's something to keep an eye on for this stock. So the next company is ticker BLEG, Branded Legacy Inc. And this is a holding company that basically specializes in hemp and CBD. And their primary focus is the commercial development of hemp and cannabinoid infused beverages, along with an array of CBD topicals and tinctures, with a secondary focus on acquiring manufacturing facilities and companies that aid in the development of its product lines. They had September revenues of over $75,000. They had the acquisition of Magic One Promotions. This was a while back, but this is basically a company that promotes water purification and solar energy. So there's really not that many eyes on this company, but they have a lot going on and a pretty good share structure. So as you can see, market cap of $2.6 million, authorized shares at 900 million, outstanding shares 275 million, but 200 million of those are restricted and 70 million of those are unrestricted, with a float of only 50 million. So this one has a small float. It doesn't get that much volume. Now today it does have around $2 million in volume, probably end up having around $2 to $3 million in volume by the end of the day. We'll just have to see how it goes. They have $1.6 million in total liabilities, but they had some very big news today that they add a subsidiary yet again. So they have at least 4 subsidiaries now, and this is going to bring them an additional 750,000. As you can see, this PR back in November, they increased their revenues by over 1,000%. And they also have approval to reduce their authorized common shares by 300 million. That's always good to see. So their AS is going to reduce to 600 million. That's always good to see, because dilution is a very big factor in these OTC companies, if not the biggest factor. Today, this company they are excited to be working with this Florida-based company's Real Skins, brings with them just under $1 million in revenues each year, which adds much value for our loyal shareholders. Real Skins makes some fantastic outdoor clothing apparel, and they're already in talks of having them help create apparel for their other subsidiaries. This is still a very small company with not many eyes on it, one that is rapidly growing and getting acquisition after acquisition. They also have Spike CBDX, another subsidiary that sells a line of CBD products for athletes, for recovery, workout recovery, stuff like that. They have Versatile Industries, an acquisition company used to incubate companies to eventually spin off into their own public vehicles. Currently owns a patent for a sports training assembly called the Quickness, a solar and water treatment company, Magic One Promotions. So this stock does not have many eyes on it at all. This is definitely one you should be watching, especially once the financials start coming out and they start blending together with all their subsidiaries, which I think is at least 4 different subsidiaries now that they own. This is definitely one that has a big potential, and they are aggressively going after acquisition after acquisition. They have reduced their authorized shares from 900 to 600 million, or they are actually in the process of doing that, and they have not diluted that many shares. This is definitely one to keep an eye on. Thanks for watching, guys. That's it for this video. Make sure you like the video, put notifications on, and subscribe if you haven't already. I hope you make some money, and I'll see you next video.